Americans are still left in shock following the non-guilty verdict for the illegal alien who shot Kate Steinle in the back of the head in 2015. Her murder launched a national debate on immigration policy in this country, and for the past 2 years, we had hoped and waited for justice to finally be served, only to realize we live a world where illegals can now shoot Americans in broad daylight and get away with it. As liberals are collectively rejoicing over the news of their precious illegal walking free, one of Washington D.C.'s most infamous traitors, Marco Rubio, has just made an unbelievable announcement following the non-guilty verdict, proving once again that this man is nothing but an Obama minion set on destroying this country. Kate Steinle's murder falls directly on the shoulders of Barack Hussein Obama, who refused to protect our southern border, as well as the mayors of these sanctuary cities who keep thumbing their nose at federal law by choosing to harbor illegal aliens in their cities. Rubio has constantly had the back of Obama and his criminal pandering agenda over the years, as evidenced by Rubio's unbelievable act of treason earlier this year, where he worked alongside known Muslim terrorists to author Senate Resolution 118 that would make speaking out against Islam an illegal crime. So it should come as no surprise that following the non-guilty verdict of Kate Steinle's killer, Rubio would immediately throw America under the bus by pushing for another Obama-motivated policy. What is shocking, however, is the timing that Rubio announced his new mission to protect Obama's illegal aliens, as his announcement came just hours after the non-guilty verdict was handed down. Back in September, Trump ordered the end of DACA, an unconstitutional Obama-era program that protected 800,000 people who were in our country illegally from deportation. Trump understood the seriousness of sending these illegals back to Mexico, as many of these Obama dreamers have been the perpetrators of absolutely horrifying crimes on Americans, including that of illegal Francisca Rios Covarrubias, who kidnapped, raped and murdered a 3-year-old girl back in 2012. The little girl's body was found by authorities duct-taped and covered in feces inside of the illegal alien's closet. But apparently Marco Rubio doesn't care about murdered 3-year-old children, and following the shocking exoneration of Kate Steinle's killer, is announcing his mission to protect illegal aliens from Trump's deportation. The former co-architect of the infamous 2013 Gang of 8 amnesty bill, Senator Marco Rubio, of Florida, suggested that he is open to a temporary amnesty for nearly 800,000 illegal aliens that would eventually lead to a permanent amnesty, Breitbart reported. Laura Wilkerson described the horror of what happened to her young son Josh, who was savagely murdered by an illegal alien protected by Obama's unconstitutional DACA program in 2013. Breitbart News reported, "We found out later that what Hermelio Morales did was he asked Josh for a ride home from school and Josh said, 'Sure,' Wilkerson said. Then he kicked him so hard in the stomach. Josh was about this big around, and he weighed about 100 pounds in the body bag. He kicked him so hard in the stomach that his liver sliced in two and his spine sliced in two. He ruptured his spleen. He took a closet rod and beat Josh over the head so hard with it that it broke in 4 pieces. He strangled him, then let him go. Strangled him, let him go. Per the medical examiner, it was just torturous. After he murdered him, as he said, when Josh quit, having bloody bubbles come out of his nose, he knew he was gone. He tied him up like an animal with about 13 ropes from the back of his neck to the back of his hands, to the back of his feet. He covered his head with his school shirt. Then he put him in the back of my son's truck, and he drove around, and he took $2 out of Josh's wallet and he stopped and bought gas. Then he took him to a field, and he took his wallet and school ID out, and just placed it by the body. Then he doused him with gas, and set him on fire. It was just incredible. Had Obama put the lives of Americans before his own agenda of keeping illegals in this country to serve as the next generation of Democratic voters, Kate Steinle and all these other victims would still be alive today. Marco Rubio is a disgusting human being for leading the latest push in D.C. to protect these criminals, proving yet again that is just another Obama minion set on destroying our country.